Hey Mateo, this is a weird fucking title to have for your genre of YouTube. Well, suck my fucking dick, first of all. Oh, but is everything alright? Well, my escape from the nearby sanatorium has nothing to do with this video. Now that that's out of the way, oh, actually, yes, I do have my cat right here, and I specifically put her on camera because it's cool. And honestly, I love this cat, so she's part of the video today. This is Zoe. Now that that's all out of the way, I wanted to share with you guys a little tip that I've used, especially in the years before, that I've kind of picked up on now, and then I'm really realizing some of the potential for this. And I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of the stuff you can say within this field of self-improvement, a lot of other people already know it and have already said it. I don't think anybody uses this technique, and it's pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna share it. I discovered this honestly as a twofold technique by simply remaining still. A few things happen. And yes, what I'm telling today is to literally stay still. You become aware. And I mean really fucking aware. By remaining still, it's almost like meditation, where you can kind of become present. And imagine you get that from being present plus more. It's okay, Zoe, I gotta talk. You become aware of your surroundings a lot fucking more. Like complete 360 angles, just fucking sonar in the back of your head and everything, man. That shit is actually crazy. You become aware of your body and how it is, and then from there you can actually like move your body into like more of an open, wider thing to kind of convey your body language a little differently. I don't know if y'all are into like that body language shit, but it's actually pretty useful, and you very much become aware of your mind, your thoughts bouncing around, and in that area it's a lot like mindful meditation. And from there you just need to focus in on what's actually happening and not what's happening up here. But the last thing, the most important one, is that you put yourself in a listening position of power. And that's really where the edge lies. Because all this other stuff you can mostly get by just being present, but by remaining still and somewhat being present at the same time, you get both. You get a twofold fucking technique, and that's why I called it that. I remember last year when I would use this practice a lot. I would literally be in my first period class, and there were these two girls in front of me, and they were friends. They would always talk. Of course, it's not like I'm just a weirdo sitting there. Like, I talk to them too. Like, I'm friends with them. And a lot of times what we want to do when there's a conversation is just to jump in and fling ourselves in there. But this is exactly why I'm telling you to use this, especially in social situations. I lean back in my chair and I just still. And then I become a lot more aware of the conversations behind me at the other two tables, but also of them, what they were talking about. I don't remember what they were talking about, but like the energy and relativity between the two, the pauses, the size, the low mouth movements, the low body angles, all that stuff. And I became a lot more aware of how I could influence that conversation, because I jumped in later. I took a few minutes to just kind of observe and see how this was going, and then I did jump in, and I became, rather I should say, before I jumped in, from those just few minutes of just observing, became a lot more aware of the best time to come in and the best things to say. Right out of the bat, awesome. I felt like a fucking mob boss, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like the Don. I really felt like the Don from the fucking Godfather, because it's true. That old fucking saying is true. The less you talk, the more powerful you talk. And I didn't say shit for like 5 minutes. And then I said something. I don't even remember what it was, but it was class, bro. It was class, and I changed conversation, and it was cool. It was honestly cool. All the shit that happened too, but that's private. Now, why? Why should you practice this? Look, if you've ever meditated before, you'll recognize some of the benefits of just being present. You know, it hones you in on your goals when you're done. It just it makes you pretty happy. You get that satisfying calmness, and you can just shut out some fucking random thoughts in your brain. By becoming aware of what's going on in your body, mind, and surroundings, and not what's going on up here, you know, there's the satisfying level of peace and just awareness that you realize you didn't have. Who knew that from a species that's prized and built itself on thinking, not thinking is so fucking awesome. But we also build ourselves on our social relations, and that is why I once again I recommend this so much, because like the story I told you, it is so effective in social areas. You can just, you're aware, and you're a lot more fucking better at social areas, when you can jump in, what you can observe, what you can learn. At a snap, you can realize exactly where you are. And when you do become still, I'll teach you guys how to do this in a few. You can realize what position your body is in, and then better change that to convey stronger body language. I think I talked about this earlier, where sometimes our shoulders aren't back, we're not leaning back, our body is not so open, we're not breathing in so deeply, and that all conveys body language that we don't want. We want command, respect, power. Also, Zoe, she's straight up chilling. I'm not gonna move my hand forever, man. But in short, man, there's a myriad of fucking benefits. You can literally realize that you spent the last 9 minutes thinking about some dumb hoe instead of focusing on what's actually for you. You realize that, oh, this is what my friend's talking about. They're talking about bull testicles in the Rocky Mountains. All right, let's talk about some real shit now. You can realize just sitting around at a random period throughout your day at school or at work with some random colleagues, what the fuck they're talking about. Is it even worth for you to be in there? And if it is, the best time to walk in. And at a meeting, when they're talking about big deal shit, you can realize, okay, am I needed in here? Do I need to speak? You understanding the room, you're nodding along if you need to make it seem like you're not just a complete statue and you're not weirded out or weeded out. And then when you're needed, you come back in, and then everybody fucking listens to you because you hadn't said shit before. And when you come from this position of stillness, you speak with such fucking power and energy that they just have to listen. Not because you made them, because it's a biological thing to listen to other humans in the exact tone and voice that you're speaking from. Because it's naturally just gonna fucking pop out of you. You don't even need to learn it. It will just, whoosh. I promise you that. So how do you do this? If you've ever meditated before, a lot of the mindfulness is the same. First thing you want to do is to take a deep breath in. And as you do so, I'm going to exhale so I can explain this to you. Find a comfortable position. Not physician, fuck. Find a comfortable position, especially for your back. If you need to lean back, do so. Find something comfortable for your back, or your neck, and your arms, your whole body after that. This fucking cat is getting hair all over me. As you exhale, I got a yawn so bad, I'm so sorry. As you exhale, tell your body to remain at rest. And for a few seconds, when you're out of breath, don't breathe back in. Remain out of breath for just a few moments. And at that point, you should be still. And then, when that's happening, take in the sensations around you. People were saying how your body is, what the wood on on your foot feels like, what the cat on your two right fingers is doing right now, how her breathing is, the air around you, the ventilation in the corner, that fat black girl behind you eating Takis, everything is coming right back to your head. Do not talk. When you talk, you remove yourself from this kind of peace. Keep your body still. It should not be physically demanding. If you have to fight your body from being still, you need to take less coffee. No, but you should not feel like you're fighting yourself. You should not feel like it's a battle to keep yourself still. You should just focus on, even if you think you moved your hand a little bit, as long as you don't stop and you keep going, it's probably not going to move again. It's like talking, where in talking, the less you do, the more powerful you are. It's just like in this, when you're trying to stay still, the less energy you focus on staying still, the more you'll get out of it. Just as you exhale, still your body. And that's all you need. That's all you need to do. And then you hardly need to even focus on it for the rest of the time. Even though you're aware of your body, you're going to be aware of how still it is. And when your body doesn't move, this is why I'm telling you to stay still. Because when your body is not moving, the sensations come in. You become aware. I'm going to just say aware from now on, because that's a lot cooler sounding, and it also makes more sense when you actually do this shit. God, it's a beautiful cat. Quick break for me to pet my cat. Grab some water if you need it. Take a quick sip. Oh, okay. But yes, literally, you get all these benefits, but if your body is not fully still, you're not going to get it. It's from the stillness that everything else blossoms. So, what about your eyes? What about moving around? What if you have to move your feet? If you have to move your feet, I don't recommend. I don't think you should be doing this, because if you have to move your legs and keep the rest of your body still, you have to do this sitting down or laying down. Sitting down is best. What about your eyes? Where your eyes have to move around, you have to see people, you have to look them in the eye, you have to look around and observe, but understand, every time that you do move around and look at new objects in the distance, new thoughts will enter your mind. And you don't want to necessarily think about these new thoughts, because that's going to take you away from the moment and observing. So it's best to kind of concentrate yourself in a small dome. Like, if you could look through, if you could literally palm your hand up into a ball and then only look through that, is kind of what you want to do. But if you can look around if you need to, but understand the thoughts are going to come into your mind, and you have to face that. You have to remind yourself to be into the present. Now you are at rest. And I mean fully at rest, because that's all you need to do. If you need to rewind and watch some stuff more, go ahead. But that's the max. That is literally all it is. It's very simple, but nobody uses it. Isn't that such an advantage, though? You can understand this more as you can keep on trying, especially when you're out in public. Like I'm saying, in schools, at work, co-workers, meetings, presentations. Maybe not presentations, but it's awesome. And it really, really does work. I remember who taught me this rule. It was Kobe. Not in person, obviously. I never met the guy. But I think it was some video my friend sent me online that he forgot and I forgot. But I remember those words coming from his mouth. Use this as you may. I strongly recommend it. It's very, very helpful. And I hope this video has brought you value and entertainment. If you enjoyed, please do consider liking and subscribing. Hit that thumbs up. All that good shit. It helps me out. It helps you out. All right, peace. And remember, those who never do will never know. My cat's got to go. I got to go too, so perfect timing. Bye.